Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A Michigan 19-year-old arrested by the FBI and charged for planning a mass shooting at an East Lansing synagogue. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Will Jones.
And I'm Pamela Osborne. Federal prosecutors say Sean Pytilla of Pickford talked with others on social media about neo-Nazi ideology as well as his desire to carry out a mass shooting. Victor Williams has been following this story for us tonight. And Victor, federal investigators, they found several weapons at his home.
Yeah, Pam, well, that is correct. And when all of this was discovered, it was very shocking for a lot of people. But for some leaders in the Jewish community, not so much.
My thoughts are sort of disgust and yet not surprised. This is not the first time we've done this. God willing, it'll be the last. But, you know, I'm not holding my breath.
Jewish Federation of Metropolitan Detroit CEO Stephen Ingber reacting to a recent discovery made by the FBI, claiming a 19-year-old was planning a mass shooting at a synagogue in East Lansing.
These people in East Lansing knew nothing about this gentleman in the UP. A 19-year-old in the UP, what was he so wrong that he wants to come down and do harm to people he's never met?
The feds say 19-year-old Sean Patrick Pytilla was organizing the mass shooting as a neo-Nazi, even going as far as buying multiple weapons and ammunition. Police found in his notes the location of Congregation Shar Zedek in East Lansing, which is believed to be where the attack would take place. Here at the Congregation Shar Zedek in Southfield, Rabbi Aaron Starr is grateful the tragedy was prevented, but not necessarily surprised.
All Jews everywhere know that the risk of an anti-Semitic attack exists, but to hear there was actually one being plotted against them is terrifying. So my heart breaks for that community.
The synagogue just so happens to have a training session on safety this upcoming Tuesday, but as the rabbi explains, these routine sessions are absolutely necessary.
Our synagogue, like every synagogue in America, is constantly going through training of self-defense, of how to protect our communities and the members of our community. The
difference could mean life and death. The synagogue in East Lansing at least one step ahead.
We're doing trainings nonstop. We do them every month. We actually were just at the one at Shar Zedek in East Lansing about a month and a half ago. We did one on Zoom and did a training for them. And so they knew sort of what to do. It's, you know, people, we need them to be prepared. Not alarmed, but prepared.
And we're told by the FBI that this man was, in fact, planning to kill himself, which just shows in a way that he had no concern for human life whatsoever. But once again, it's such a good thing that none of this was able to take place. Victor Williams, Local 4.
The story we will continue to follow as that investigation unfolds. Thank you, Victor. According to the Anti-Defamation League, there was a 36% increase in anti-Semitic incidents in 2022 compared to 2021. It's the highest number on record since the organization began tracking incidents in 1979. Most incidents occurred in synagogues, Jewish community centers, and schools. The organization says most involved harassment and threats against Jewish people.